One by one, we'll take on the slides. Okay, beta? Good morning, all of you.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
beta.
ma'am.
Good morning,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Good morning,
Thank
ma'am.
you, beta. Very good morning. So far we have done, or rather, we have come to know about the beneficial microorganisms, useful microorganisms. Now we are going to start with harmful microorganisms, totally a different sector that we are going to learn about. Is it clear? A request, please don't make a confusion. All of you will get chance in reading, so I prefer the ones who have not at all read so far. So I request the ones who have not taken the chance to read, please you come ahead. Am I clear?
Okay, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, beta. And I expect that others will allow them to do so. Okay, beta?
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
Okay. Yes, let's start. Harmful microorganisms. Yes, who will start reading?
And can I?
Yes, what's your name, beta?
Siledi Amariam.
Okay. Yes, Mariam, start to read.
Harmful microorganism. Microorganism.
Organisms. Just a moment. When I stop you or when I interfere or interrupt you, please you have to repeat the word again. I'm telling all of you. Yes, girls, age standard. Whenever I say something, that has to be repeated. That means you are improving. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
What what I said, microorganisms. What I said, beta? Microorganism. Now you read after me. Harmful microorganisms. Say.
Harmful microorganism.
Very good. So what you did,
Har-
beta? What you did?
mi- yes.
You what you did? You did micro and then organism. So it becomes easy.
Okay.
Broke it. You broke the word
Micro
into two pieces. Microorganisms. Say with me.
microorganism.
Very good. So say it becomes easy. What do you say, beta? Same way. Harm and full, isn't it?
Yes.
Harmful microorganism. How easy it becomes, beta? So say it
Ha-
again.
harmful microorganism.
So is it easy? Class, 8th standard. How do you find?
Easy.
Yes, this is
Easy.
how you
Yes,
have to.
ma'am.
Yes, this is how you have to improve. This is how you have to pronounce or learn to pronounce difficult words that you have never come across. Okay? I'm teaching you. This is how you have to pick up. Understood? Don't you think it's so easy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Continue, beta. Mariam.
Okay, ma'am. Microorganisms are harmful in many ways. Some of microorganisms cause disease in human beings. Plants,
Diseases.
human beings.
Diseases.
Diseases. Diseases is human beings. Plants and animals such disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens.
Pathogens. So
Pathogens.
what you said is that microorganisms are causing lots of problems to humans, animals, and plants. And some of the microorganisms, they are causing diseases in human beings, plants, and animals. So they are harmful. These disease-causing microorganisms are called as pathogens. What are they called as, beta? Pathogens.
Pathogens.
So what are the microorganisms we are talking about which are harmful? I'm not talking about useful, beta. Useful are fungi, bacteria, isn't it? But there are harmful bacteria and fungi. But these harmful bacteria and fungi will be taken as in the category of calling pathogens. Is it understandable? Is it understandable,
Yes, ma'am.
beta? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now see how these pathogens work in our body. Start.
Pat- patha-
Pathogens.
pathogen- pathogens,
Pathogens.
pathogens enter our body through the air we breathe. the water we drink, or the food we eat. They can also get transmitted by direct contact with an affected person or carried through an animal.
These pathogens, the disease-carrying organisms, they get an entry in a body how? The air we breathe from our nose, through our nose, the water we drink, that is mouth, or the food we eat, again the mouth. So these are the agents by which these pathogens get an entry in our body. All of you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Next is, uh, you are in 8th standard and in 7th standard when we met for maybe 1.5 months last year, remember? Last session rather, not last year, 2021 only, that if someone is having cold and cough, what I would say, please, whenever you're coughing or sneezing, cover your mouth with a kerchief, isn't it? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever you're sneezing or coughing, you should cover your mouth with kerchief, handkerchief. Remember, I used to tell you these things. Hello?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, sir. What?
Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me or not? First tell me that.
Yes, ma'am. We
Yes,
can
ma'am.
hear you.
Yes? So you understood what I said just now? Why?
Yes,
Because this is direct contact. Now, if I'm infected, I'm having cold and cough, and you are sitting next to me, you will also have cold and cough. So this is a direct contact or physical contact. These are called as communicable diseases. What are they called as? Communicable diseases. Okay. And certain diseases are also carried through an animal. For example, if you have a pet or a domestic animals, if you are in contact with that animals, even that disease can harm you. So they are the carriers, you know. These animals are the carriers for the diseases, and that can come to us as well. Yes. Next, read, read better.
Microbial disease that can spread
Diseases,
from microbial mi-
diseases.
mi- microbial microbial diseases is that can spread from an affected person to a healthy person through air, water, food or uh, physical contact are called communicable
Very good.
communicable
See, I did not
diseases.
help you. I did not help you, Mariam.
Yes,
Yes, Mariam, you did it on your
yes,
own. Yes, this is
yes,
how so you have improved. What do you say, class A standard girls? What do you say? You can do it without
yes,
my help.
ma'am.
Isn't it? You can do it. So this is what you did. Very good. So these microbial diseases, which are otherwise caused by germs that is called bacteria and fungi, they can come from an infected person to a healthy person. How? Through air. Like I sneezed, I coughed, and you inhale, you will also get cold and cough. Is it clear? Then water, then food. That's why whenever you are sick, you are not allowed to mix with people. Even for eating, even the glass that you are using is kept separate. Isn't it better? Even the glass that you're using is kept separate because if it is you have touched your lips to the glass, even your saliva will be on the glass, and if a healthy person without washing the glass will use that glass, that person will be infected. Did you understand? So you have to be very very careful when you're sick so that other healthy persons should not be infected. Is it clear to all of you, Beta? Now, these diseases are called as communicable disease because it is communicated. It is going from one infected person to a healthy person through these sort of agents. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
no,
No
ma'am.
problem.
Okay, fine. Next, what are the examples of these type of communicable diseases, Beta? Say,
No,
Continue, beta, Mariam.
Examples of such diseases include cholera, common cold, chickenpox, and tuberculosis.
Very good. Excellent. You did it, beta. Class, do you agree? That Mariam has improved a lot? Yes? I'm
Yes.
asking you, class.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So she did it. It's a difficult word. But she broke it to tuber, kulo, and cis. This is how she broke it, and she did it very well. Well done, Mariam.
Thank you.
So we will support each other, okay? That's how we learn. Okay? So what are the diseases, beta? Communicable diseases. They are cholera. We have this common cold and cough that you know, chicken pox. Smallpox is almost eradicated. Now we have chicken pox. Then we have tuberculosis. Now what is tuberculosis? It's called as TB also. Have you heard of TB? That when you cough, the blood comes out from your lungs. That is called as TB. Is it clear? And then we die. The last point, please continue, Mariam.
When a person suffering from common cold sneezes, flying droplets, and
Moisture.
moisture,
Moisture.
moisture,
Good.
moisture, carrying thousands of viruses are spread in the
Viruses.
air. Viruses are spread in the air. The virus may enter the body of a healthy person while breathing.
Good. So I have got common cold and I cough or sneeze, right, beta? And I don't have a kerchief. I don't have a handkerchief to cover my mouth when I'm sneezing or coughing. What happens? From the nose and from the mouth, I cannot see, but very fine droplets carrying the viruses come out in the air. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
obviously, air is moving, it is spreading in the air. You are sitting next to me. You are sitting next to me. So obviously, you're breathing better. That droplets carrying the viruses will be inhaled by your body. You understand what I'm saying? You are healthy. I'm unhealthy. You are healthy, remember that. But you will become unhealthy by taking that viruses while inhaling, while breathing. Is it clear? Girls, is it clear, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? So what we
Yes.
should do now? Make it a habit that keep the infection to yourself. Don't allow it to spread. So one who is infected has to be very, very responsible for others. Cover your mouth while sneezing. Cover your mouth while coughing. Is it clear? This is what you have learned today? At home, anywhere else, wherever you go, you have to have a kerchief with you. Is it clear?
Yes.
Some more harmful methods that we are going to observe today. What are those? Let's see, beta. Start. Someone else?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want another one. Now, Mariam has done very well and she had not done it earlier. Now, the chance goes to someone else. Who wants to read, beta?
Ma'am, can I read?
What's your name?
Sakina Rajan.
But you have been reading, no, beta, earlier also. Does not matter. No one wants to read, so you can continue.
Ma'am,
But
can
I
I?
want to give the chances to the ones who have not read it so
Ma'am,
far.
can I?
What's your name? What's your name? Hello. What's your name, beta? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Who wanted to read? I cannot hear her. Okay, Sakina Rajan, please continue.
Yes. Harmful microorganisms. There are some insects like animals which can act as carrier of disease, causing micro.
Again, you are breaking in between. Hello, Sakina. Do not stop in between the words. There are some insects and animals. which act as carriers of disease-causing microbes. What you are doing? There are some insects and animals which act as carriers of disease-causing microbes. No. Sakina, you heard what I
Yes, ma'am.
said? You heard what I
Yes.
said? Do you agree with whatever I said just now?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree that this is a problem with you? Now, read with me. There are some insects and animals
There are some insects and animals
which act as carriers of
which act as carriers of
disease causing microbes.
disease causing microbes.
Read it again. Read it again.
There are some insects and animals which act as carrier of diseases causing microbes.
How do you find?
Yes,
Better?
ma'am.
Was it better,
Yes.
better? That's it, simple. Okay, fine. So now we are going to see certain insects and animals which are actually behaving as the agents of the disease. So they are carrying the disease from the infected person to the healthy person, and those animals are called as carriers. Let's see, this is the first carrier that we are going to talk about, beta. Read, beta.
Housefly is one such carrier.
Continue.
The flies sit on the garbage and animal, etc.
Excreta.
Phytogen exterior
Excreta. Excreta.
excreta
Very good.
phytogen stick
Pathogens.
to phytogen stick to their bodies. When they fly sit on uncovered food, they may transfer the pathogens. Whoever eats the contaminated
Contaminated.
food,
Contaminated.
contamin- contaminated food,
Just a moment. Just a moment, beta. Say
contaminated,
contaminated. Say it again.
contaminated.
Answer is right. Hmm?
Yes,
Okay. Then,
food is likely to get sick.
fine. So let's talk about housefly as one such carrier. What it does, it sits on the garbage. What is the garbage? Unwanted thing. We put it in the dustbin. That's called garbage. And animal excreta. What is excreta? The fecal matter. I think you know that. Or the potty, you can say. So it sits on the animal potty. What happens? The microorganism which is present in the excreta, it sticks to the bodies of the fly. And then these flies come and sit on the uncovered food, and we eat that food. What will happen? We will get sick because the microorganisms are present in the food. We do not know about it. It's clear to all of you? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. The next one that we are going to talk about is, what is that, beta?
Mosquito is an
Mosquito.
another carrier.
Say,
Examples of carriers are the female Anopheles,
Anopheles.
Anopheles,
Anopheles.
Anopheles mosquito which carries the parasite of malaria.
Parasite.
Parasite of malaria. Female AIDS mosquito
Aedes.
acts, Aedes mosquito acts as carrier of the
Dengue.
dengue virus. All mosquito breed in water. Hence, one should not let water collect anywhere in colliers, tires, flower pot, etc. By keeping in the surrounding clean and dry, we can prevent mosquito from breeding.
Good. Now, housefly we have done. Now, next we are going to do is mosquitoes and the carrier. The first one we are going to talk about is the female Anopheles mosquito. You can see this. What is there in the stomach? Blood. What is there in the stomach, beta? Blood. Remember that. This Schema anopheles mosquito, what it is doing, it has got the parasite of malaria in the stomach. It's called Plasmodium, and it is spreading malaria. Next is Aedes mosquito. Can you see this? This is the Aedes mosquito. Yes, girls, can you see on the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
On the screen? The screen? So these are Aedes mosquito, and it is the carrier of the dengue virus. Okay, so you must have heard about dengue. Yes. Now, how to control these mosquitoes? We know that these mosquitoes breed in water. That means they multiply, they reproduce, and they give eggs in the water wherever it is collected. So, what you should do that you should you should not allow the water to collect in your surroundings. For example, in coolers, in tires, in flower pots, etc. And if you keep the surrounding clean and dry, obviously mosquitoes will not have any place to breed. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Yes, beta?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
hope you have understood. I hope you have understood. This I'm going to read out to make you understand. Some human diseases which are caused by microorganisms. The first that we are going to work on is tuberculosis, that's TB. It is caused by bacteria, okay? And the mode of transmission is through air. Second is measles. It is caused by virus. Again, mode of transmission is air. Next is chickenpox, again virus. It's either done by air or contact. The other one is polio, again virus. Mode is air and water. What do we have to do for these patients? You have to keep the patient in complete isolation as we did for COVID. Remember that. And the personal belongings of the patient should be kept away from others. Vaccinations also need to be given to the suitable age so that you may not die. If you take vaccine, the severity of the diseases decrease. We may survive. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you? You have to learn all this.
Yes,
You have
ma'am.
to learn all this thing by heart. The next disease is cholera. It is caused by bacteria. Mode is water and food. Typhoid again by bacteria, but mode is only water.
Yes, ma'am.
What you have to do is you have to have a mind personal hygiene. That means you have to keep cleanliness and good sanitary habits, and you have to have cooked food and boiled drinking water, and you have to get vaccinated also at a particular age. Next is hepatitis A. It is a virus. Mode is water. For that, you have to boil water and then drink it, and you have to get yourself vaccinated. Last one is malaria. It is caused by protozoan, that is the agent. Yes, and the mode is mosquito. When it bites, it vomits out the protozoa in the healthy body. How can you avoid it? You have to use mosquito net and repellents, mosquito repellents. Also, you can spray insecticides, and you can also control breeding by keeping your surroundings dry and clean. Any problem? Any problem with it? You have
No,
to learn it by
ma'am.
heart. You have to learn it, huh? You have to learn this chart. There's nothing to explain. There's nothing to, disease. It's an agent, how it gets an entry in the body and what you should do to stop it. Hope you understood.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to just learn it. There's nothing much to understand over here. You have to just learn it. Now, again, we have done in animals. No, sorry, in humans. Now we are going to work in animals. Is it clear? So, 2, 3 slides we worked on disease causing microorganism in human. Now we are going to work in animals. Let's start. Who wants to read?
Ma'am, can I?
Who wants to read with her? Yes. Go ahead.
Disease causing microorganisms in animals.
Be louder.
Sev-
Be louder.
Several microorganisms not only cause disease
Diseases.
in humans and plants, but also in other animals. For example, an anthrax is a dangerous human and ca- a cattle disease caused by a bacterium. Foot, foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus.
Virus.
Robert
Better,
Koch,
you have to practice a lot. Who is reading? What's your name, Beta?
Fatima, Kikana.
Fatima. Fatima. You start practicing today from today onwards, right? And I want you to read one slide every day. Fatima, do you hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
Fatima. Okay, from today onwards, you will be reading at home fast. Don't break in between. Several microorganisms not only cause diseases in humans and plants, but also in other animals. For example, there's a comma, it is stop. Anthrax is a dangerous human and cattle disease caused by a bacterium. Foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus. Is it understandable?
Yes, ma'am.
Fatima,
Yes, ma'am.
you got it what I said? Don't stop in between the words except when there is a comma or full stop. Okay?
Okay.
So we have lots of microorganisms. They do cause disease in humans and plants. But yes, we can get disease in animals as well. The first example that we are going to work on is anthrax. It's a very dangerous disease for human, yes, and cattle, which is caused by a bacterium. There is another disease which is known as foot and mouth disease of cattle that you observe in cattle, which is again caused by a virus. Next, read beta. Fatima,
Robert Koch, 1876, discovered the bacterium Bacillus,
Bacillus
Bacillus
anthracis.
anthracis, which causing anthrax disease.
Okay. Now, Robert Koch was a scientist who, for the first time, discovered the bacterium as Bacillus anthracis causing anthrax disease. So you can see over here. So this is the Bacillus. This is the bacteria. Can you see this bacteria?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the bacteria. Okay. And he's Robert Koch. You can see he's researching. He's a scientist. He was a scientist. The person is Robert Koch. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we have seen humans, we have seen animals. Now we are going to watch in plants. Read about plants. Yes. Read better. Who
Ma'am,
will
can
read?
I read?
Yes. What's your name?
Misbah.
Okay. Oh, Miss Ba. It's been a long, long time. Okay, better. Miss Ba. Read.
Disease causing microorganism in plants. Several microorganisms cause disease in plants like wheat,
Diseases.
diseases in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, orange, apple, and others. The diseases reduce the yield failed of crops. They can be controlled by the use of certain chemicals which kill the microbes.
Fine. Thank you, better. Now there are other microorganisms causing disease in plants. For example, wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, orange, apple, and etc. Now, what exactly this disease is doing? Obviously, it is reducing the quantity and quality of the crops. You agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree with it? It is reducing the quantity as well as quality of the crops. Yes or no? How do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
control them? Yes. How do you control them? By using chemicals which can kill the microbes. Look over here. Can you see this over here? This is what happens. Yes, due to microbes. This is what happens. Next is this one, tomato. Can you see this? This is what happens due to microorganisms. Over here, got it? This is the leaf. Can you see this? This much portion is gone. Only this much portion is green. The rest of the portion has become brown. That means you cannot photosynthesize. The leaves cannot photosynthesize. Understood? Next one is
Yes, ma'am.
here. Here, you can see the veins. These are the veins of the plant. It has become black. Got it? So this is what the microbes do. You see over here? You see over here?
Yes.
Now we are going to talk about some plant diseases caused by microorganisms. The first plant disease that we are going to know about is citrus canker. As the word citrus says, it is along with lemon. Caused by bacteria, mode of transmission is air. And this is how it looks like. So this is citrus canker. Can you see this? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Can you see this? This is lemon. This is the canker. This is citrus canker. Can you see this? Brown brown spots. This is the citrus canker. Okay. Then we come to rust of wheat. It is caused by fungus. Mode of transmission is air and seeds. This is how it looks like. See, brown patches on the wheat. Is it clear?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
these are the all brown patches you can see. These are the. Now we come to yellow vein mosaic of bhindi, that is called as okra. So what is the other name of bhindi, beta? It is okra, lady's finger. Bhindi is also called as lady's finger, isn't it? The other
Yes.
name is okra. Okay? The other name is okra. You should know that. It's caused by virus. And who is the carrier, beta? Insect. This is how it looks like. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yellow veins. Can you see this? Veins yellow. Can you see this? So this is a disease caused by virus. Now, a very different topic that we are going to take up on is food preservation. That means so far we talked about human, plants, animals, the microorganism causing diseases, usefulness of microorganism, and harmfulness of microorganism. Now we are going to talk about how food can be preserved against microorganisms. Let's start with that.
Food preservation. Food is spoiled by microorganisms. Spoiled food has bad smell and bad taste and causes food poisoning. Food can be preserved by protecting it from microorganisms.
So
Food
food,
can
no, now stop. After one para, stop. I will explain, then we'll go next. Okay? Is it okay if I'm stopping in between? I should
yes,
take your permission better. Okay. Now, in the fridge, you take out food, certain food. Sometimes you get a very different smell, and then we say that food has gone bad. Have you ever done this? Hello.
yes, ma'am.
Has it ever happened with you that you take out food from the fridge and then you find that it's gone bad?
Yes.
You get a different smell. So, who has made it bad? Who has spoiled the food? It is all microorganisms. Now, it has got a bad smell and it has got a bad taste. And if you have that without your knowledge, it will lead to food poisoning and we can die also. Now, we have to preserve it from these microorganisms. Let's see how can we do it. Start with that.
Food can be preserved by different methods. They are number one, chemical method. Food like pickles and can be preserved by using chemicals like salts and edible oils. Jams and squashes can be preserved by using benzoate,
Benzoate.
sodium, benzoate, sodium
Metabisulfite.
metabisulfite. These chemicals are called preservatives.
Okay, thank you. Chemical method is what? Chemicals. We are using chemicals, right? Where are we using chemicals for? Pickles. What are we adding? Salts. More of salt and oil. So if you put less oil in pickle, it will go bad. Remember that. So mama puts lots of oil and lots of salt in the pickle so that it will stay. Now that you are having jams and squashes. You know squashes are thick juices are called as squashes. Now, how do we preserve it? We are using sodium benzoate or sodium metabolite. We add to it and so it stays with us for pretty long. These are called as preservatives. What are they called as, beta? These chemicals are called as preservatives. So it stays with us for long. It does not go bad. Next,
By
yes,
using common salt, food items like fish, meat,
it is
amla, raw
fish.
fish,
It's not fish. It is fish.
fish, mangoes,
Tamarind,
tamarind, etc.
tamarind.
can tamarind, etc. can be preserved by using common salt. It prevents the growth of microbes.
Now, you must have had observation when mama is making fish or meat. You must have observed that she's putting haldi and oil and salt and she marinates it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So why is she doing it? So that it does not go bad. Then you have raw mangoes also, which is to make pickles. Uh, Salt has been added to it. Tamarind also, to keep it out, you have to put salt so that it does not go bad. What is tamarind beta? Amli. What is tamarind? Amli. Got you got it beta?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can preserve all these items by adding common salt to it. Why? Because when we put lots of salt, it does not allow microbes to grow. Next,
By using oil and vinegar.
sugar. Sugar.
By using sugar. Food items like jams, jellies, squashes, etc. can be preserved by using sugar solution. It
Fine.
prevents the growth of microbes.
Now you have jam, jelly, squashes. These are all sugary items. So we put lots of sugar into it, make it sort of syrupy, so that the microbes are not allowed to grow much. So microbes are disallowed to grow over there. Next,
By using oil and vinegar. Food items like pickles, vegetables, fish, meat, etc. are preserved by oil using oil and vinegar. It prevents the growth of microbes.
so we have the ready-made pickles, which is made in vinegar. Remember that? We have vegetables also in the can, in the tin, which is added with vinegar. Okay, so why are we using it? Because it prevents the growth of microbes. Next,
By heat and cold treatments. Heating food items kills microbes. Similarly, storing food items at low temperatures prevents